Davis, the former Charlotte Hornet, Golden State Warrior. He's a renaissance man now, post-basketball. He's somewhat of a renaissance man. When you were with Charlotte, you were doing like 8 threes a game, and everybody thought you were nuts.
Yeah, just shot when I thought I was open, which is every time.
Now if you take 8 threes, you're like a weapon, right?
I know. People thought I was crazy. Just always ahead of the curve, I guess.
You're still hooping, you're making movies, and you're also working with players, one of which is Dante Exum. What's been your experience working with Dante recently?
It's been great. He's been real receptive to, just everything that we've been talking about. We're just really just talking about the game of basketball. That was nice.
Yes, sir.
Talking about the game of basketball and, just saying that with a lot of these teams, they have a lot of young guards and a lot of young players and not enough vets on the bench. So just trying to make myself available to, be a mentor and a guide for some of these young guards and, just helping them figure out who they are and who they want to be in this league.
Your path with Dante is actually really similar. You were the #1 player in the country at UCLA, tear your ACL, probably at about the exact same age Dante tore his ACL. Have you guys talked about that?
Yeah, we talked a lot about the injuries and just, what to do to, to overcome the injuries and make yourself stronger. And so, I think Dante is a perfect fit and a compliment for me because, we have been through a lot of the same similar things. And, just from a game perspective, just talking about the game and, his knowledge of the game and just really trying to, share some creativity and just get him to be who he is and who he's capable of being.
He has hit more shots off the bounce in Summer League than he did all of last year, frankly, all of his career. How is he learning that? What are you guys working on in that regard?
Well, it's basically it's just working on, just getting in rhythm, getting in flow, learning how to control the ball, how the ball work with you when you're out there on the floor. And everything is rhythm shots. And, for him, just really looking at his speed and where his best assets and attributes are, and then working around that and then adding things to it. So, it's a confidence thing, but it's also, getting in and doing the work, and then him being receptive to, a lot of the stuff, a lot of the moves that we try, and I think he's using it out here and it's working.
All right, with that kind of speed, if you gave him a 3-pronged to-do list, what would you give him?
I would say with his speed to be able to work on being able to stop, being able to stop and have balance, and then also just more so body control, being able to, have a little wiggle, not so much moving a straight line, but being able to wiggle and zigzag, especially with his speed, then he becomes, extremely deadly.
Really interesting stuff, Baron.
And I'm giving up my secrets on TV, man. I got to charge you $5.99.
Only $5.99? All right, $5.99 it is. Expense report, here it comes. Baron, great to see you. Congratulations on all your post-basketball success.
Thanks a lot.